Oh, hello guys, and this is a hobby update. And this is going to be a hobby update, and that I've been, I mean, man, it's 0303, Sunday, 26th, um, today, or yesterday, because it's a new day, it's Sunday. In Saturday, oh man, I did not feel so good, even though I was planning on painting the entire day, but man, I felt so bad. My pain was so intense. And yeah, so I've been bedbound most of the time. And now, when the pain is more bearable, and I decided, you know what, fuck this. I'm taking a paracetamol and a oxynorm, oxycodone. Um, that is what I'm doing. I mean, I only have 14 tablets of those left. I'm not taking tramadol anymore. Tramadol doesn't help. Even on low dosage, it does not help against the pain. And even on low dose, it doesn't help against the pain. And even on low dosages, the side effects, I can't bear them. So, Oxynorm, however, with paracetamol, helps a decent amount, at least in the beginning. So, anyways, that is not what this is about. The hobby update. What have I done? Well, I've done a little bit with the bases. At first, I used some of the Nurgle rot between the rocks, and then I was like, I don't really like that, but I'm gonna see how it looks with some blue tone over it. I was like, oh god, that is a bit too dark. I then went back and re-highlighted the rocks with Celestra Gray. And I also, oh yeah, before I did the Celestra Gray, I also dry brushed all the bases with some skin tone. I think it was Cadian, no, not Cadian Flesh Tone, it was Talon Flesh. Whatever, I mean, at the moment I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave the bases like this. So I finished the bases on all of them. I'm like, you know what? That's good enough. Obviously, when I say finish, I'm going to redo the black because the black is gotten dirty. But doing black rims when doing the bases really helps me to visualize how it will look. So I'm decently happy with the bases. I mean, I might go in with like this pale gold and put some on the rooms. Not probably not pale gold, but something on some of the rooms exist here and there, but I will see. The other thing I did, which is why I want to mention this pale gold, is the fact that this color, well, obviously it separates very quick in the actual bottle, but it's fine. You just shake it around and it's perfect. But I really do not like this color if you're going to paint this color. If you just use this color to layer and that, it is not good. I would not recommend this for that purpose. But I adore this paint and I really fucking love it as a dry brush paint. If you use it just almost entirely just for dry brushing or spot highlighting with, oh god, a tiny brush in which you just take a little bit of paint on the tip of the brush to then just do very tiny things, maybe the eyes on these things. But these golds, this is a very bad miniature to show this on, but as you could probably tell, maybe not that bad. You see this bronze and this. They both started out the same, but this right here has a dry brush, and this specific example got a little bit of too much because I accidentally got some red on there, and you know how it is. But I really love how it looks, and it looks better in real life than it does on camera. I mean, the red right there shows up on camera way more than it does in real life. In real life, I can barely tell, but on camera, I can. But I'm not gonna bother with that. I mean, I'm just going to look at how it looks in real life, and I'm not gonna bother with um, the camera. I liked the gems that I modified on the axe. I don't really know how I feel about this fiery black that I try to do. If you go on the paint app, Citadel paint app, I think it's called, this is the fiery black recipe. I really like how it looked on there, but trying to do this on a flat surface like this, I think it would probably look better on scales or smaller areas. I could see this looking really good, but an area like this, probably not so much. But I wanted to differentiate his weapon between against, these other guys. These other guys have, metals. He has something special. I'm thinking kind of like maybe these gems, they're connected to this tubing in here that heats this whole thing up, and that is why it's made of some special material. Who knows? That's him. And what I also did, I should probably tell, I base coated some of the keys. Maybe I should base coat the ring as well in the same silver instead of making it bronze now when I think about it. I also shaded these plumes with blue, actually. This blue right here, blue tone. The one thing about the Warp Army Painter shades that I've noticed is that they sometimes, as you could tell right there, even though I cover that up, they seem to sometimes have just, it feels like the paint as it dries, if you do it over big areas, some of the shade removes the shade from other areas. As it dries, it like pulls away all the color. Oh, come on, why is it not focusing? So is it because of her? It is. Let me try. It is. You fucking bitch. But yeah, and also after I've done the skin, then I'm gonna do these little things on their backs. I think maybe I'll say this guy's skin is good enough. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on these guys. Because, I mean, one goal for me for this year is kind of like get things done, get a warband done. Because a problem I have is that I almost always go, I can change that a little bit. I can change that. I don't really like that. I don't really like that. And I never finish anything. And that leaves me a bit depressed. Not depressed, that's the wrong, but it demoralizes. That's the word I was thinking of, not depressed. It demoralizes me a bit. And also knowing how big my backlog is, I'm like, fuck that. This year, we're doing all warbands that I have. I think I have 10 warbands. We're gonna do all of them. So this will be a very heavy Age of Sigmar year for me when it comes to the hobby. Which at the moment is okay, because when it comes to hobbying, I have no interest in 40k at the moment. And I pretty much But if I ever get interested a little bit in 40k, I have the starter set, the Primaris and the Chaos, the Nurgle Space Marines that I want to do. So, and it's the same with this guy. I mean, I'm going to re-highlight the plumes, of course. One thing I also at first was planning on doing is like, you know what, I'm gonna make his beard color a bit different instead of just having this guy stand out, because I wanted the two guys that I feel like are a bit more veteran than the rest, I'll let them be gingers, and I also want the plumes and their beard color to be a bit different, so I shaded their beards with Army Painter Red, which is it is shading, but I might have to do 2 coats of it. I'm gonna do 1 more coat on this guy probably and see how it looks. And depending on that, I might, because I haven't shaded this guy's beard yet, I don't think. No, I have. If I'm looking at in real life, I'm like, yeah, I can tell I have shaded once. So I'm gonna do it on this guy first 1 more time, and depending how it looks, maybe this guy will get 3 shades. We'll see. So maybe it will be that, I don't know. But that is basically what I've done, I think. I can't remember what I've done. Oh yeah, I also wanted to talk about this guy right here. When I'm talking about, I really don't like his skin so far. I mean, I like how I did the beard. I think that's a pretty good dirty blonde. It does not match this color of the skin though. I mean, I should either make him pale. Maybe that would work. Or, you know what, I might do it with this guy. Maybe I'll do this guy as more of a dark skin. And when I mean dark skin, I mean, oh god. Let me pick one of the models that I did before. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Oh, the water's empty. Whoops. Okay. Let's take you. Oh fuck, I forgot to stop the recording. Oh well. I accidentally bumped into my humidifier. Then it started beeping that there's no water, and I thought, oh shit, did I fuck that up? But no, it was a complete coincidence. It actually exactly ran out of water as I bumped into it. I think I might do that guy into this type of color, or to do it close to it, because man, I really like how I think painting dark skin colors are so much easier than pale for me. I have a really hard time painting pale skin colors, and I want to get better at it. I mean, for example, this guy right here was one of the first dark skin colors I've done. I mean, actual dark skin, and I think it looks amazing. I think I did a really good job actually on this guy. When it comes to the skin color, I mean, the axe is maybe a bit too bloody, but I mean, that's okay. Yeah. But now when I look at him, I'm like, yeah, he looks pretty good. You know, I like how simple he is and all that. It's look good. So I might do that to this guy, and then that would help different him to these two, because you know what, they're all gonna get. I'm not gonna paint his beard any different color. I'm like, maybe I'll do it brown, but no, I think I'm gonna make him this type of dark skin, and then that can, come on, focus, that can really pop and it'll be interesting. And then this guy, oh god, I'll try and make him pale. I think that would look good with that dirty blonde skin and dirty blonde beard. So, and also these plumes, I'm probably gonna dry brush them. I think that would be easiest. Do a dry brush, or maybe I'll do some very careful highlighting with this. And I would probably I don't know, would I highlight them orange? As in Troll Slayer orange? Do I want to do Evilson Scarlet maybe? I'm probably not Wild Rider Red. So, I mean, doing Evilson Scarlet would help stand out the beards from that, and that it would make it actually red instead of orange. So that is what I'm doing actually. So yeah, thank you for watching this hobby update. Jesus Christ, it's over 15 minutes. But yeah, oh yeah, also, as I was doing the bases black, you know, I was kind of like, I might as well do these guys, which are the next warband I plan to paint after, well, these just chosen access, the dwarves. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do their weapons as well. Since I think what I'm gonna do with their weapons is, if I can find that paint now, shouldn't be hard because I think it's the only bottle from that company I have. Here we go. I don't know if anyone remembered it, but I bought one of these. I don't know how long ago, but I think I'm gonna try out this color, what's it called? Color Shift Metal Royal Burgundy on their weapons. And then depending on how that looks, I'm going to make the color scheme on these guys based off the weapon. So I'm going to be using this, now decided, no matter how it looks or whatever, I'm gonna use this on these guys' weaponry. And we're going to see how that looks and base the color scheme off that. So yeah, I mean, maybe that worked. Maybe I should do all the armor bits, paint the armor bits black as well, and then use that. So it's not just the weapons, but all the metal. Maybe that would be too... maybe not, because they have a pretty decent amount of cloth. What do you guys think? Should I do that? Should I do their armor, the shoulder pauldrons? Not probably the middle part was shoulder pauldron, not the trim. The trim will probably get another color. And I probably would do a different color helmet. I think the helmet's gonna be a different color as well. So the helmets are probably gonna stick out a decent amount, since I like these Stormcast Eternal helmets. These Stormcast Eternal helmets I actually like, so I would not mind them sticking out compared to the normal Retributor Stormcast Eternal helmets I despise. But these ones I actually quite like, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Next month I'm going, or if I decide to do a little bit more black on the dwarves, I'll do the black parts on the Stormcast as well, not so that I don't waste paint. So yeah, thank you for watching.